Guys, welcome back. This is Anil Sharma, motivational speaker, corporate trainer, and life coach. Recently, one of my subscribers did ask this question in the comment section of the previously uploaded videos. The question is, what is the best form of motivation? Sir, what is the best form of motivation and where does it come from? I think it's a beautiful question. Well, best form of motivation is the motivation that pinches you deep down into your being. According to my experience, according to my 10-12 years of experience as a trainer, as a clinical psychologist, or as a motivational speaker, I can say with conviction, any type of motivation that pinches you deep down into your being, any type of motivation that exhorts you to take some positive actions, to upgrade, to upskill, to enhance your life is the best form of motivation. Any motivation that touches you internally, and any motivation that hits you somewhere in the softest, in the deepest core of your being and inspire you, exhort you that now I have to do, now nobody can stop me, now no obstacle can hinder my path of achievement, my path of success, or my path of self-improvement. I think according to me that is the best form of motivation. And the second part of the question, where does it come from? Not necessarily it might come from motivational speakers. I'm not saying it. It might also come from a good motivational speaker. It might come by observing a natural phenomenon that is happening all around you. It might come from a small child. It might come from watching an animal. It might come from anything happening all around you. It might come from watching a movie. It might come from anywhere. From anywhere, the greatest form of motivation, that lightning may strike upon you, that might transform, that might change your life. I'll give you certain examples. In case of Mahatma Gandhi, when he was a young child of 7 or 8 years, he went along with his parents to see a theatre, to see a drama. And the drama was Harishchandra Taravati. It has been written in Mahatma Gandhi's book, My Experiment with Truth. It's a wonderful book. So when Mahatma Gandhi witnessed the character of Harishchandra, his truthfulness, the trait of Harishchandra, that was truthfulness, inspired him so much that at the tender age of 7 to 8 years, he took this promise. He vowed to himself that I'll stick to this one character, I'll stick to this one trait, no matter what problems I face in my life. That was, according to me, the greatest motivation that dawned upon small Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, and that transformed his life. Of course, another transformation happened when he was thrown out of the railway bogie in South Africa. That was another enlightenment and transforming event in his life. But the greatest motivation to stick to the trait of truthfulness happened in his early age, at the age of 7 or 8 years. In case of Isaac Newton, a natural phenomenon that happened in front of his eyes, an apple falling down the tree, and he observed it. And that was the greatest form of motivation. He posed a question to himself. Something deep down in his being touched him deeply. Why this apple is falling down the tree? Why it is not going up? And thus, the greatest form of motivation did happen in the life of Isaac Newton, and he discovered a great principle of gravity. There are so many incidences. In case of young Gautam Buddha, at that time he was known as Prince Siddhartha. When he saw an old man, and eventually when he saw a dead body, people were taking that dead body to the funeral ground, the greatest motivation did happen. He asked his driver, who was riding chariot with him, will I also die one day? And the driver said, yes, Kumar, one day you will also die. And thus transformation did happen in the life of Prince Siddhartha, and he became Gautam Buddha eventually after 12 years. But that was the point where transformation did happen. Friends, there are so many incidences happening all around us, but we are not getting any kind of motivation from these incidences. Why we are not getting? Because we are keeping a blind eye to all these things that are happening all around us. So I will say the greatest motivation can come from anywhere. The greatest motivation can come from any person. That person need not be a motivational speaker. That person need not necessarily be a trainer or a psychologist or a life coach. It might come from a small child. Provided you have eyes. Small children can teach us so many good things, provided we are open to learn. So I will answer this question. The greatest form of motivation is the motivation that touches you internally, that inspire you, that exhort you to take some positive actions to improve your life, to grow in your life. That is the best form of motivation. Where does it come from? It might come from anywhere. It might come from a tree, it might come from an ant, it might come from a small animal, it might come from a child, it might come from a speaker, it might come from a political figure, it might come from a sports person, anywhere. Provided you are observant, provided you keep your mind open, and provided you are willing to execute the things you learn by observing these things that are happening every day, every moment all around you. This is my take on best form of motivation and where does it come from. If you did like the video, please press the bell icon, like, subscribe and share. And thanks for watching.